That episode of Solo Leveling today just got me so damn hyped, and Jinwoo just keeps adding shadows to his arsenal. So let's talk about how many more shadows Jinwoo will get by the end of the story. Incoming manhwa spoilers. We already know about Egress, Iron, Tank, and now Tusk in the anime. Here's the rest, starting with Jinwoo's biggest glazer, Beru. Beru is a super vital shadow and a major fan favorite. One of my favorites. He's the shadow of the Ant King, and you'll definitely see him in action this season after the epic fight on Jeju Island. Beru has some serious bloodlust during battles and can go a little overboard at times, so Jinwoo sometimes has to remind them to tone it down. He's got some useful abilities too, like healing magic, paralysis poison, size manipulation, and he can even regenerate. Next is Kaisel, a really awesome wyvern that Jinwoo gets after defeating a boss named Baron who had the wyvern as his own. Jinwoo uses Kaisel as his mount, which makes traveling way easier because he can now fly, and it just boosts his already insane aura when you see him flying around on it. I love Drip Woo. Next up is Greed, and he's a fun shadow if you already hate S-rank hunter Wang Dong-soo, because this is his shadow. This shadow was created after Wang tried to do some shady stuff behind the scenes, which led to something that really annoyed Jinwoo. If you're a fan, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Then we have Bellion, who was originally a servant of Ashbourne, the first shadow monarch before Jinwoo. He's a massive shadow with wings and armor, wielding a huge blade. Bellion is super loyal to both the past and present shadow monarchs, following them without question. He's definitely one of Jinwoo's top shadows and can even hold his own in a spar against Beru. Number 5 is a shadow named Jimma. Jimma was originally a boss called Naga that Jinwoo fought. It's basically a Naga with black scales and sharp claws, nothing too crazy, but still important. Jimma is around A rank, so it comes in handy when needed. It can regenerate and even change its size as long as Jinwoo has enough mana, and it just looks cool. And Jinwoo has a ton of other shadows he's extracted throughout the solo leveling story, like shadow giants and more, but the ones I named are some of the main ones he gets later on in the story. And by the end of solo leveling, Jinwoo has a shadow army of over 10 million soldiers. They even have their own special space where they're stored. Now I'll give you one final bonus shadow he gets for a limited time. Meet Kamish, a dragon who was the first boss of the very first S-rank gate that ever opened. He's known as humanity's greatest calamity because he caused so many problems for hunters when he was alive. Kamish served the king of the dragons, who is considered one of the strongest monarchs and one of Jinwoo's last opponents in the story. Eventually Kamish was defeated in battle and his corpse was kept locked on the ground. Jinwoo got permission to see it, and when he did, he tried to extract Kamish. It took him 2 tries to revive him, but he did succeed and gained some valuable information from Kamish. Unfortunately for Jinwoo, he couldn't keep Kamish as a shadow because he had been deceased for so long, and soon after Kamish's body just crumbles away. But comment and let me know, which shadow extraction are you the most excited to see, and why is it Beru? I'd love to hear your thoughts.